Check out the Shark one. Oh, the one that, you mean the one that got posted today. I'm like, Shark? Okay, yeah, it must be, yeah, okay, it's branded. This is like the latest one. Shark. Is it going to just be a Zeus dot deck? Did the Shark lock you in the water, chat? I don't think you get locked in the water. I think it's only Marincess that lock you in the water. Because I'm like, if not, then it just becomes, then, like, it's going to run. It's not going to be a Zeus dot deck. I think it's going to be a totally awesome dot deck. But then Zeus becomes like a potential play. Sometimes it locks you in the waters. Sometimes it locks you in the seas. Alright. I would assume 101 chat is the only sea monster that he plays. Because C101 is, I think C101 is still good. The other C cards are not net, like, there's one of them that's okay, but mainly just, what's it called? Oh, he's playing against Utopia. Does he lose to 1 Ash? Oh, now Utopia loses to 1 Ash, but when you were playing it, it was bussing. Yeah, okay, I see how it is, chat. I see how it is. When he plays Utopia, it plays through every hand trap in Yu-Gi-Oh! But now that he's playing against it, it suddenly loses to 1 Ash. Yep, got it, chat. Now it loses to 1 Ash. Yep, makes sense. Makes perfect sense. Just lose to 1 Ash, got it. It uses Imperm, okay. Wonder if they play Coral in Memory. Probably not. That's the one that destroys, I think. Shitty replays are shitty. Ah, the Utopia guy, you know what? Utopia guy at least negated a lot of stuff. I mean, this guy is really pushing, chat, and like his 3 negates got him kind of far. That's one of the new cards. Sucks it up. Yep, he goes for 101. That's what I thought. Will we see Zeus though? Oh shit, he just died. Okay, never mind, he just killed him. New rule, chat. New rule for all replay channels. All duels versus Salamangreats are banned. Press 1, chat. All duels versus, like, stop beating Salamangreat and acting like it's good. Like, Salamangreat is just banned forever. Stop dueling against this shitty deck and, like, acting like it's an accomplishment. This deck is only good if you open, like, Ash Blossom plus Roar plus Rage plus you go first. If all 4 of those things happen, then yes, Salamangreat's good. Like, if all 4 of those things have to happen for it to be good. Like, I'm just sick of this deck showing up, chat. Yeah, Salamangreat is really that bad. This deck is, yes, it is really that bad, chat. It's really, really bad. He got hit with one Imperm and like, now what do you do? I mean, he has Rage, but he didn't search it. He just drew it. By the way, Duelist of Fire. Wait, what is Duelist of Fire, Rollo? That's not what it was. Did that just get announced? I don't remember that. Okay, Imperm on Bahamut Shark. Cool. He turns it into the B card. Interesting. Dude, thank goodness, chat, for Master Rule 5. Because this is like an example of a deck that just wouldn't be able to exist, chat, under like the old Master Rule. Okay, take that. Detach, rank up for 101. Take that guy. Okay. This is what I want to see, chat. If you like go for this, if you go for 101 and you don't kill your opponent, what's like the game plan? Because it's not like a negation card. And if you don't have like Toad, like what are you doing? So I'm gonna assume it just becomes a Zeus dot deck at this point. Okay, it's Zeus. Dude, every Exceed deck just becomes Zeus. Zeus is just, was Zeus bad or good for the Exceed mechanic, chat? You know, oh my god, I don't want to say this because it's not quite apples to oranges. I feel like Zeus is done. Zeus is done for Exceeds what Electromite did for Pendulum, chat. Like every deck that can Exceed just becomes Zeus. Like he's just that good. Like every deck, like oh man, if it just go to Zeus. Like it makes all of them just go to the same exact route, chat. He's done the same thing that like Pendulum or that Metaphors Electromite did for like Pendulums. Alright, going second against Sword Soul. This is a tier 1 deck. Fair enough. He's the Verte of Exceeds. I mean, yeah, I guess if you want to say, I don't agree. No, I don't agree because Verte doesn't make every fusion deck play the same because, like, I mean, they all like a lot of decks go into Verte, but people don't always summon the same thing from Verte. Like, obviously you had Dragoon and now you have DP, but I've seen people use Verte for Super Poly. I've seen people use Verte for Shadow Fusion. Like, it's not quite exactly just all the same play. Like, people use Verte for different things sometimes. The whole making stuff a dark, like, that doesn't ever really come up. Like, that first effect of them. Sometimes, chat, when I activate Verte on Edo Pro, I'm like, what? What is even this other effect? Make cards become dark. He opened okay, whatever. You're so alright. You're so good. Opponent had like 3 negates here, but he opened Dark Ruler because you're so good. Alright, we got it. Wins duel because of what's called. It triggers Dagda. Just open Dark Ruler. When your opponent has too many negates for you to push through, just got the Dark Ruler. He better have Dark Ruler in that deck list though. Alright, so suck the dudes up. I will say, this deck is good for this, chat. Like, if your opponent has just a bunch of monsters on field, I think this is when those new cards shine. Because, like, you can go for the first XC, and then he sucks up a monster, and then you go for the second XC, and that goes for 101. You just suck up, like, multiple cards. Like, that's pretty good. Oh, wait, he can still... I'm like, hold on, why are you going for battle phase? Does this card have negation, chat? Am I just wrong? Yeah, there's 101. I don't think it has negation. I thought it sucked up a card, and then I thought that it doesn't. Okay, yeah, like I thought it reborned itself when it dies, but it has to have like the original 101 as material. Okay, use the reborn effect. Still in the damage step, and now he just goes for Utopia. To suck it up, okay. And if his opponent negates, then he just steals it. Fair enough. This card has negation, check it out. Chat, are you guys impressed by these I mean, this is better, chat, than what we have right now. I will say this. I don't know if I'm impressed by this, but this is better than, like, right now, Shark Deck is just like, summon as many Toads as possible. And then I think go for, like, the Utopia guy. Usually it's 2 Toads, plus like Utopia, and it's like, that's okay, I guess. But it's like, it's one of the most linear decks in Yu-Gi-Oh! And Dark Ruler also smashes it. This one does like a little bit more stuff, and also going second is like much better, because you have like actual removal, because it's not just all go for Toad. So like, this is like a better variation, I'll give it that. It looks like it plays the same exact cards though, chat. You play Beautiful Princess and like a bunch of sharks. Looks like he's playing the Water Tinny dude. I don't really care about the new or Exceed, but Stuff Kraken and Toad stuff is cool. Okay. And I guess this is how you start out every play, chat. You start every play by going... I mean, no, that's the same as now. You just start every play by going Bahamut Shark to try to get Toad to protect all your other plays. I mean, that's probably how they do it now. Do I think it would be broken if Water had a Utopia future of their own? How would it be different, Selza? Unless, like, okay, like if the summoning conditions were different, but they can already just like make the Utopic future. Like it would have to be like a Utopic future like that was somehow different, but probably not. Like this deck doesn't really struggle with monster effects because Toad just like covers that. I mean, they probably rely on Toad less. Bahamut baits the hand traps. Ironically, chat, this is like the one deck that doesn't really get smashed by Zeus. Well, assuming you can get the Afterburner. If you can get the Afterburner, you just Afterburner. I've done that so many times. It does it right here. The opponent has like Zeus with 4 materials and you just like Afterburner. Like, this is like the one deck that ironically doesn't really get smashed by it. That was fucking stupid. Using your last card, using your one way to get back into your engine to just like get sucked. That was fucking dumb. Like, I would rather just leave it. What's it called? Am I streaming on Thursday? What this Twitch chat think, chat? Am I streaming on Thanksgiving? I feel like the answer to that should be obvious, but we'll see if you guys know the answer. We'll watch a couple more. Yes, because I'm always on this grind. Oh, come on. I wanted to see him go second against PK. Going second against PK is like one of the hardest that, like, yeah, go second against PK. That don't impress me. Stream with food. Now, this looks like more like what Sharks do right now. Okay, will he go for any rank ups? Ban Scythe. Scythe is too good. Alright, so Omni Negate, Monster Negate. I think one of is it this one that just like pops is like Volcasaurus as a quick effect. All face-up monsters become water once per turn. Main phase, destroy a water monster your opponent controls. Inflict damage equal to half. Yeah, okay, so this is the Volcasaurus one. I don't know what this one does, but this is fine. This is just basically Trident for monsters. And then you have 2 Omni Negates plus a Monster Negate. Yeah, I mean, I guess this puts your opponent on better have Droplet, Dark Ruler. You know, it's not bad. Are we going to have a Cap G cook-off? I mean, I don't know if people really do. I feel like I should just skip this duel. He spent 3 cards to make Nightmare Unicorn when his opponent has 2 Toads and another Monster Negate that can just, like, what? What are you even doing? I mean, I guess well, hold on. Was the point the chain block? I guess it was the chain. Okay, he chain block. All right, fair enough. I'm like, am I missing something? That's still a lot of fucking resources to spend to negate 1 card or to get 1 card on the field. 1 card off the field. You spend like 5 cards. Like, I don't know if that's it, chat. So I'm not streaming, chat. No, you can go for access code. Oh, was it 200 IQ? Oh, never mind. No, it wasn't. Chat, I'm not streaming on Thanksgiving. No, I'm not even gonna be here, and I can't just like stream from someone else's house. That would be kind of weird. All right, let's look at what's it called. This doesn't look like my type of deck. I'll just say this. Like, the Utopia looks more like my type of deck. To me, especially going first, chat, like, or going second, excuse me. It looks like more stuff has to go right with this deck. Like, mainly, his opponent had to have, like, a bunch of low-impact hand traps. Cards like Impermanence that don't kill the monster. But, like, okay, what if your opponent actually just killed the monster, though? What if it's like Macabre, and they kill them, they negate the monster, and they banish it? I feel like this deck would be fucked, you know? Utopia lost to 1 Ash, though. It lost to 1 Ash. We just saw it. Yeah, I'm feeling, what are you guys feeling, chat? I'm feeling a 7.4 for this one. This is not better than Utopia. It just isn't. The only, no, I was going to say the only thing is it can make, like Utopia can make Zeus. I'm feeling, how could it be the same as, no, I'm feeling a 7.4. Stealthkraken is Trident that summons more Tridents. Yeah, but does it have an Infernity Barrier, though? But does it have an Infernity Barrier, though, Ryla, guys? Like, you guys know how I feel about Infernity Barriers, chat. Infernity Barriers are the absolute peak of Yu-Gi-Oh! Negation, chat. Like, it's the highest you can get. And not quite good enough to make Salamangreat good, but still. 87897. It actually might get the same exact score as Utopia. Ironic. Yeah, this might actually be 7.8. Checkmate. Where was the draw power? I didn't see draw power. They give every deck a 7.8. It's just your generic rogue tier, I guess. 7.8? Oh! Who could have predicted? 7.8. Every deck gets 7.8. Too much water. I would argue that Exceed Barian Hope is the ace of the deck with a good is the ace of the deck with a good number in the graveyard, but this channel didn't play it. See. I think I know. Is this the one with like the red? It's not a dress, but like a red trench coat. It's like an XC. Yeah. This one. Doesn't this card need like 10 materials or something to be good? I know it needs like, it's like gain 1,000 attack for like each material. I don't know if this card's good or not. Also see some of this card using one monster you control with C101 through C107, which I guess that deck does. What's it called? Okay, transfer materials, gains 1,000 attack for each material. Okay, where's the good effect? This card is not good so far. You can target one number monster in your graveyard until your opponent's next end phase. This card's name becomes that monster's and replace this card with the original effects. Okay, how's this card good? It seems like you got to go through a lot of hoops to jump through, and then all it does is just copy a card that you already summoned to begin with. I'm not seeing it, chat. I'm not seeing it. Target number 86, Rongo Myriad. Copy Zeus. Or you could just summon Zeus. What? It's 5,000, and you copy the level 5 water. What's the point of that? The heat. The whole point of the heat, dude, isn't that just the heat? This guy, right? During the main phase, detach to. I mean, rank 5. You distrust the opponent's turn. I guess. Okay, so hold on. You would summon this, chat. I guess. So are you guys saying that you play this in the deck, like after you go into to like the 101, the Chaos 101, that you slap this guy on top of it, and then you copy the rank 5, and you guys are saying, how long does this last? Let's see. In its name, blah, 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 blah. You can target a number monster until the end of your opponent. I mean, it's a quick effect, not a number. You can't copy. It needs to. So then what's the point? So hold on. If you can't copy, this guy is not a number. Yeah, then what's the, wait, the other version of him? What's the, yeah, I'm not seeing the play, chat. Because I could understand if you wanted to summon the Chaos 101 and then slap him on top. But, like, if you can't copy this, then, like, what's the point of that? Like, if the 101 gets hand trapped, you can just rank it up. Yeah, but like, what does that do, though? Because, like, the 101, the 101 is, like, the last, that's, like, the last thing that you summon before the battle phase. So, I mean, unless you're saying it's going to get, like, impermed or something, I guess this guy becomes like 5,000. I mean, like, is that worth it though? Like, I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what the point of that. Like, how does that unlock any more plays? You know, unless you were gonna copy the original 101, but that would still be a material on this guy. So, the monster Nash summons gets destroyed during the next end phase. This what's it called? This avoids it. You mean the card that this ranks up to? This avoid. I mean, yeah, but if you go for 101, it just summons itself back. Like, going for this is fine. I don't understand how this is good, chat. Like, I don't see the play. Like, okay, I go for 101. It's gonna die. 101 sucks something up, and then I go for this. I guess it's just an extra beater. I mean, fair enough. If you're just telling me it just becomes a generic beater at that point, like, it can become like a generic beater with like maybe 5. Like, okay, fair enough. It might be worth this spot. Hold on. Let me look at the deck. Like, can you just fit it in easily? Because if there's a card in here you can just take out, then yeah, I guess you should run it. Alright, let's see. 2 Toads, 2 Bahamut Sharks, couple of new cards. Then he has the whole water package, which I told you guys this would take up a lot of space. I said that at the beginning of the stream. This takes up 1, 2, 3, 4 spots. Then he plays the Utopia cards and Zeus. Chat, the only card that I see you can say is the B. That's it. Every other card in here, chat, seems mandatory. Unless you're not gonna play 2 Bahamut Sharks. But like, I'm not seeing how you fit that card in here. The only, or maybe you could not play Instant Fusion, I guess. Yeah, the only cards in here that you could possibly take out are, oh no, you don't even, it's not even Instant Fusion, I'm trolling. You play Ready Fusion. So you can't take this out because you run 3 cards in here. The only card you could take out is the B. I mean, taking out Zeus would just be dumb. Like, we ain't taking Zeus out. And every other, yeah, the only card you can take out, chat, is the B. That's it. I thought it copied anything like the Tyrant Neptune. Nah, bro. Only copies number monsters. Which means in this deck, like this card and this card, and these aren't numbers. You only got like 2 cards to copy. So, in 11 hours, it's tournament time. All right, chat. I guess we're almost at that time. Should we just start? Yeah, you know what? We might want to start it now. That movie's actually kind of long.